Hello, everybody. Man, it's been a while since we've had a Going Deeper live stream. I've been particularly busy and just having trouble juggling everything. And some weeks the thing that goes is the live stream. Today's been another hectic one, and that's why I'm so late. But I'm going to throw it on here. I know it's not the normal time, but maybe somebody will pick it up later. Just a few minutes ago, it's kind of cool. Roger Kreitz came in. He was checking downstairs. What just happened to my light? I don't know. There you go. Anyway, he was checking downstairs. Sorry about all that. That's crazy. He and Marcia and Dave and maybe some other folks, I'm not sure, have been working downstairs to try to get that work done so we can get the kids back over here. It's been a long time coming, but we're starting to build some momentum. The painting's done. He was checking out the carpet and some vents and trim stuff that he'll be hopefully hitting soon. So big thank you to Roger and everybody that's been helping with that. You guys are awesome. I don't know why that light is doing that. I don't know. Anyway, a couple reminders. This week is our item of the week for our Ram Bags ministry is canned soups or raviolis, hopefully with the pop top, make it easier for the kids. If you could bring those Sunday, that would be really helpful. We have a ton of families that we're providing 4 meals a weekend for every week. So your help is much appreciated in that. And let me think, what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, this coming Sunday, we're wrapping up our series called Seasons. This is a particularly, I think, important one this coming Sunday. We're going to be doing something at the end collectively with everybody who's present. So the service is going to be a little shorter on the live stream. We're going to cut that off at the end. And just bring in some participation with everybody who's present. And so if you're able to be in person, this Sunday would be a really good, appreciated, needed time for you to do that. We need as many folks in-house, in person as possible. And then finally, I wanted to follow up on the first message in our series, Seasons. I think it was called A Reason for This Season. And in that message, we were talking about just the general seasons of life. I divide them up in my head into chunks of 20, like 0 to 20 years old is your spring, and then 20 to 40 is your summer, 40 to 60 is your fall, 60 to 80 is winter, and anything past 80 is a blessing and a gift from the Lord because very few people get that far. So anyway, so we looked at each individual season and we got to winter. And I know that's a tough one for folks. It can be a frustrating season. Your body doesn't do what it used to do. Your mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. You're still the same person inside and want to do all the same stuff. You're just limited. You can't. There are some things in your life you can't go back and change, that you can't make better, that you can't redo and undo, and sometimes that's great. And you look back on that and you're like, wow, that was such a blessing. And I'm so glad I did that. Other things it could be painful to look back on. But my main take home point for the winter season 2 weeks ago was that we, us in our spring and summer and fall, need those followers of Jesus who are in their winter to teach us, to tell us the whole story, the good, the bad, and the ugly, to tell us what they did right, what they did wrong, where they nailed it, where they missed it, where they are glad they acted, and where they regret having acted, how they made it through those tough situations, the death of a loved one, or a divorce, or loss of a job, or battling with their faith, walking away from Jesus and then coming back. Like, we need the whole story. We need to hear it all. and how Jesus walked you through all those seasons of your life. We need to hear that. We need to hear the whole story because so many of us are struggling with the same things that you've already been through. And so we need you. We need you to tell us the whole story. So I was thinking about that, and you know, after the service was over, I'm like, man, that sounded kind of vague. And I was thinking, what is an idea that I could give people, how they can tell their story? And one of those ideas is this: if you're in your winter, all right, and you know, you find, you know, you're retired, you got some time at home, you're watching Price is Right every morning, you know, and you want something better to do with your life, with your time. What an awesome idea. What a blessing to others it could be is if you would start a journal. Maybe you've never done that before, right? But if you just sat down a couple hours a week and started looking back over your life, the times when, you know, God really moved in your life, where he really brought you through something, where your faith was really tested, and you start writing down those experiences and how you experienced God in those times, or what you prayed in those times, or the scriptures that you leaned on that got you through in those seasons of your life. Write them down for your kids, for your grandkids. You know, your grandkids come over and they see you as Papa or Mama or Mima or Moo or whatever, you know, you are to them. But they don't know the whole story. They know you right now. When you're in that good place and your house smells like, you know, baked bread and pumpkin pie when they walk in, and, you know, you got doilies on everything. And like, they know you now, but they don't know what you've been through, and they need to. They need to know what God did in your life. So, man, it's an idea. Start journaling. It may be rough at first. You know, don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about all that stuff, about spelling, and just get it on paper. And then, you know, maybe refine it later, have somebody help you work that out later. But have something solid that you can pass on to your kids, your grandkids, your friends, other people. Remind yourself what God's done in your life, because we need to hear the whole story. Anyway, I love you guys. If you're just jumping in now, why don't you swing back around there and watch the whole video, okay? But I hope you have a wonderful week. I got to get out of here. I got places to go and people to bother. You have a wonderful week. I love you. And hey, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know you got a lot to share, and we got a lot of wisdom to glean from you, Debbie. So get to writing, girl. All right, love y'all. I'll see you. Bye-bye.